Alrighty, one, two, three, and we are live. Alrighty, hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Alrighty, today,
Mm,
very simple thing
mm,
about Japanese language.
okay.
So, in our previous episode, I was talking about
Mm,
one of the three concepts
mm,
to tackle Japanese language, to get
mm,
a hold of the Japanese language, is the fact that there is a concept for two forms for every verb in Japanese language. And this is
mm.
exactly what we are going to focus on today. And so, before I said that verb in general has the meaning of the state or the action,
Mm,
and that's true for one form
mm,
of the Japanese verbs, but then there is
mm,
another form of the same verb
mm,
that has also added a meaning of politeness.
mm, mm,
And so let's let's uh, let's take example
mm,
of a verb in Japanese language, and let's run it through four types of sentences.
okay.
So we're not talking about the grammar today. We are
Mm,
talking only about two forms
mm,
of the verbs in
mm,
Japanese language,
mm,
and the types of the sentences is something that every language has. So let me
mm,
just list out first.
mm.
So you have a positive sentence. So
Yes.
for example, I don't know, I'm going to work.
Mm,
So that's a positive sentence.
mm,
You can also change the same sentence into negation.
mm,
So you can say, I'm not going to work. So
mm,
that's your negation. That's your negative form. Then
mm,
you can make a question.
mm.
So are you going to work? That's your question sentence, right?
Yes.
And the last one is negation question.
Mm,
So
mm,
let me make a first example, and then I'm gonna, paint a context around this because it's both
okay.
in English and in Japanese, and it's
Mm,
very important. So I can say, aren't you going? Don't you go to work? Right?
mm,
So positive sentence, negative sentence,
mm,
question, and
yeah.
negation question.
Mm,
Positive sentence is kind of self-explanatory.
mm,
Negation is also question. You just
mm,
ask questions. And
yeah.
negation question is something that we always use when we want to double check, we want to be
Mm,
polite,
mm,
or we want to make a suggestion,
mm.
right? And so in Japanese language, there's actually quite a lot of negation questions
I didn't realize
because
that. Mm,
people want to be polite. So,
mm.
for instance, you will say very often in Japanese, "あ、行かないですか?" い
Oh,
や、行かないですか。
okay.
あ、これは取
Mm,
らないですか。あ、こ
mm,
れは食べませんか。
mm, mm,
Right? And it's negation question. It's
mm,
asking your conversation partner, aren't you taking this? Aren't you
mm,
going there? Are you going to leave it? Right?
mm,
So you ask the question, but you're double checking if they're up for something or
mm,
not,
mm,
or are you allowed instead of them to maybe use something, take
mm,
place, or whatever
mm.
may be the case. So four types of sentences: positive sentence, negative sentence, question, and negation question. Okay.
Okay. Mm,
Alrighty. So let's take the Japanese verb to go,
go.
since we already have example about
Mm,
going.
mm,
It's going to be easy to do. And remember, we're talking about agglutination.
mm,
We were talking about a, I, U, E, O,
mm,
and I was saying that the second
mm.
form is a connecting form,
Yes.
right? So if you have the verb to go,
Mm,
English infinitive to go, the
mm,
Japanese word will be iku.
mm.
That's equivalent. So you have an
Yes.
English to go infinitive from dictionary. You
Mm,
look up the Japanese dictionary infinitive form
mm,
from to go, and it's iku.
mm,
Okay, so we take this verb iku,
Mhm.
We take the verb iku and then we go back to agglutination a, I, u, e, o. We
Mhm.
are at u because it's iku,
Yeah.
and we go to connection form. So one step up, we go to
Mhm.
a, we are at u, a, I, u, and we go one step up, we go to e.
Mhm.
So iku becomes iki.
Mm. Mm.
So we have a connection form. Right now, it
Yes.
doesn't mean anything.
Mhm.
This is where we add mas.
Mhm.
So I'm saying ikimasu.
Mhm.
So I'm going. That's a first positive form, positive
Yeah.
type sentence.
Mhm.
Okay, second, ikimasen. We have negation.
Mhm.
Now let's do the question. So positive form, and then in the end, I have to add particle, the
Mm.
syllable that creates question.
Mhm.
So I will say ikimasu ka,
Yeah. Mhm.
right? So now we
Mhm.
have ikimasu, positive sentence.
Mhm.
Ikimasu ka? Oh, sorry.
Mm.
Ikimasu,
Ikimasen.
negation,
Mhm.
ikimasen. And then the third form, the third type of the sentence, ikimasu ka?
Mhm.
Okay? So we have a question. Now
Mm.
let's do negation question.
Mhm.
So I have to repeat negation and add particle that means question. So
Yes.
ikimasen ka.
Mm.
Okay, so here we go. Ikimasu, positive.
Mhm.
Ikimasen, negative.
Mhm.
Ikimasu ka? Question.
Mhm.
Ikimasen ka? Negation question.
Negation section.
Boom, done. Form.
Mhm.
Four forms: positive, negative, negation, positive, negative question, negation question.
Mhm.
But because it's mass, that's the keigo. That's
Mm.
the polite form,
Polite. Yes.
right? And so let's do the second form, the same verb.
Mhm.
So we start from iku,
Mm.
to go. If you put it in a context, that's already positive form. So it's iku,
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ayumi, iku,
Mm-hmm.
iku.
Mm.
Oh, watashi mo iku.
Yes.
Did I
Friendly.
say? 行く行くうんうん。私も行く。うん。じゃあ我々行くうん。じゃあ行く。
Mm.
That's a positive already there, but it doesn't have a politeness. There's no
Mm.
mass.
Mm.
Now, we already know that negation needs to have nai part. So
Mm.
now I'm making negation, but without politeness. So I have to jump from iku to first form to negation.
Mm-hmm.
So from iku, one up is iki, and one more up will be ika. So
Yes.
now ika plus nine.
Mm-hmm.
Ayumi iku? Ikanai.
Mm-hmm.
私は行かない。あ
Yes.
と行く行かない。私も行かない。
Mm.
We have a negation.
Mm-hmm.
So, 行く positive. 行か
Yes.
ない negative.
Negative. Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Question. No politeness. 行くか
So, yes.
あなたは行くか
Mm-hmm.
Only you and your wife, only you and your girlfriend, okay? Only your boyfriend and only your spouse only. Don't say that outside unless you are really close friends.
Yeah.
But the principle is served.
Mm-hmm.
It means question.
Mm-hmm.
行くか行かない。あなたは行くあなたは行くか私は行かないけど、彼は行く。
Mm-hmm.
We have the whole conversation, right? Okay, so we need one more.
Yes.
行くないか。間違えました。
Mm.
First form, negation. いか
Yes.
plus
Mm.
ない plus か. Like I said, agglutination, Lego blocks.
Mm-hmm.
First form, いか
Yes.
plus next Lego block, ない.
Mm.
So we have negation. Plus か question.
Mm.
いかないか。
Yes.
行かないか
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yes.
it.
Correct. Yeah.
So that's the two forms. Okay,
Mm.
so let's run it again.
Mm.
First, the one with the politeness. Very
Mm.
easy. Everything has a second form connection. So we always start from our starting point is always, 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 I cannot stress this enough, always infinitive. You always start from infinitive. So the verb is to go. Okay, iku. I want a polite forms. I go immediately to the second form, iki. And positive, ikimasu. Negative, ikimasen. Question, ikimasu ka. Great. Negation question, ikimasen ka. Finished.
Perfect.
That's the 4 types of sentences with the polite form of keigo. Well, actually, einego, to be more specific. Okay, now, just like Western languages, just state or action and no politeness. Here we go. Third form, infinitive, ayumi iku, that's already positive sentence. Ah, matto iku, ayumi mo iku. Oh, Matt is going, Ayumi is going. Great. Matt is going, Ayumi is not going. Matto iku, Ayumi wa first form plus 9. Ikanai, Ayumi wa ikanai. Matto iku. なるほど、なるほど。それは、Ayumi wa ikanai. Matto iku. Right? Okay, question. So, third form, positive, and ka. So, question particle. Iku ka? Ayumi, iku ka? 私は行かない。あなたは行くか行く、行く、行く。絶対行く。Another question. Alrighty. Negation question. Okay, negation. So first form. So, いか plus negation. ない plus question. か。あゆみ行かないか私は行く。私も行く。じゃあ、一緒に行く行く、行く、行く。行く行かない行くか行かないか。行く行かない行くか行かないか。行きます行きません行きますか行きませんか。That's the 2 forms of the same verb. One just a state or action, one state action, the same meaning, but polite to the outside world. That's it. That's the 2 forms of the Japanese verbs that that's the concept that you need to get you need to make friends with. Very important. Alrighty, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope it will help your Japanese. Alrighty, see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.